Flags, songs, drama, and glitter. If it's Eurovision, we've got it covered. This is Put It Away! Hello, dear Eurovision listeners, and welcome back to episode 25 of Put It Away. 25 episodes. That's a lot. So, guys, we have another packed episode. This is the third in the row that we have as packed episodes.
But it's gonna be the last one, promise?
Yeah, don't promise a lot, because you never know what's happening. We're in Eurovision season. We're full on now.
Yes, good to remember.
And this time, we're not alone. We have a very special guest that we will be revealing after we reveal last week's quiz.
You see, that's the lesson learned. Don't spoil everything from the beginning.
Okay, sorry.
So, let's reveal the answer to last week's quiz. Last week, we asked you in what position did Zenit finish at Eurovision 2021 when she represented San Marino with her song Adrenalina.
It wasn't only Zenit, it was with Florida, okay?
Yes.
Don't forget about this mega star.
Who could forget him?
This,
We focused on Zenit.
Okay.
And the correct answer is... 22nd place.
Unfair. Totally unfair.
Exactly, totally unfair. She only received 50 points, 13 from the public and 37 from the juries. Who could imagine that?
Honestly, that was super, super unexpected.
And if I'm not mistaken, she also received 12 points from Poland.
And that was the first time that San Marino got 12 points in any of the two categories of the scoreboard, jury and televote.
Well done, Zenit. We expect you to have a great result this year as well. Best of luck, and
now I think it's time to welcome a very big, mega, super Greek Eurovision fan. And her name is... Marina!
I need the drum rolls.
We'll put it, don't worry. Hello, Marina, and welcome to Put It Away.
Hello.
So, we are very glad to have you here with us. And since we know that you are a great Eurovision fan, just like we are, we were thinking of doing this, let's say, all-inclusive episode because, okay, guys, all the songs are officially released. Now we need the drum roll and the applause.
Yes, indeed.
So we have all the songs that are released, and what's better than having another one with us who is also a Eurovision fan and will discuss everything that happened last week and probably can give us some sort of a preference or ranking or, I don't know.
typical Eurovision stuff.
That's always the worst for me. Before rehearsal stuff, and then somebody comes to me and says, who is your favorite? What is the 12 points? And I'm totally lost because I haven't seen anything, but I love all the songs at this point. So let's go.
So let's keep it simple. What is your favorite song of this year?
Jesus Christ, as if, I don't know. I can be completely biased and say Greece because we're super excited, as you can imagine. If anybody listened to the song, we're completely excited about it. Or I can go completely the opposite way and surprise everybody and say Malta. I don't know.
I don't know if you would surprise everybody because Malta is very high in the fans' rankings and I really like this. So,
Yes, we have spoken about it, that Aidan this year with Bella, he gives a very solid performance.
I agree. But Marina, I'd like to ask you, maybe you can tell us some things about yourself, how you started watching Eurovision, what's your most intense memory, what do you think about this year in general, that, okay, we have many countries that returned, but many countries also withdrew. So it's kind of a weird contest this year.
Oh, indeed, for sure. And then I was one of the skepticals, this year, like, should I watch, should I don't watch? Like, it was a question mark. But then, like, I'm a Eurovision fan. It's always in my blood. Intense memory. I think I would start from the back of your questions. I think anybody that is a Greek person, if you don't say, like, when Helena Paparizou won, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I remember, like, the exact moment. I was not in my house. I was a young girl, obviously a Eurovision fan, and I was with my parents, and I think we sort of, like, partied like it was Euro or something, like we won an Oscar, or I don't know, but I sort of, like, cried or something. I think so. So most intense memory, that. I'm also a huge, like, ABBA fan, so going back to the past Eurovisions and seeing them win back in the 70s, that was huge for me as well. Starting Eurovision, I think it was, like, back when Antique joined, but I was really a young child, so I didn't have the concept of it.
No, same.
Yeah, but I think it was, like, back in early 2000. So also you mentioned, like, we have some countries that are my favorites that are not returning this year for some reason, but I think it's going to be so interesting to see what's going to happen this year with less content, with less people coming for the contest, but also, like, so many different songs and interesting songs.
Yeah, what do you expect from this year's Eurovision edition? Do you believe that since there are 70 years from the beginning of this amazing contest, everything will be different in the future? Something will be different in May in Vienna?
Hope so. Every year, if you're a Eurovision fan, you expect the unexpected, kinda. Different voting procedures, or somebody withdraws, or I mean, Ursula always says it in the title, it's always drama and glitter. If we don't have those two things, then it's not Eurovision.
Exactly.
So expect the unexpected.
No, I see what you mean, and I think that we kind of have the same memories, because, we have the same age. We're a bit younger than Kostas, so...
Don't say that.
Yeah. He's young at heart. Yeah,
Exactly.
This is what he will say.
Exactly.
But, all right, I mean, what do you think about the countries that are actually coming back? Because they're all from the Balkans, and they're kind of close to Greece and to, the culture that we're coming from. What do you think about this? Did you expect that 5 countries would leave and 3 countries would come back?
No, indeed. It was a surprise to me. No, I mean, not really, let's be honest. It was not a surprise. It's Eurovision again. You expect the unexpected. I kind of, like, I'm in the phase now that I'm getting to enjoy, the songs that they bring and the ideas that they bring into the table. And it's also, like, as you said, because they're closer to Greece in terms of, like, the traditional, sounds, and then the mentality. I'm kind of, like, enjoying the phase, like, listening to the song, and then I'm just going to wait for the rehearsals to see what they bring into the table, which that to me is the most exciting part, to see what they will hiding behind, the song and the lyrics, and just to see them in presence. So
the ace is in the sleeve, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yes.
So you consider yourself as a Eurovision geek that keeps an eye close to every rehearsal and getting information about every artist until May?
I keep my tabs on, Instagram and Twitter, mostly Twitter, to get the insights. Obviously, I wouldn't necessarily say myself I'm a rehearsal geek, but I'm just always expecting them just to have the full picture. Because as I said in the beginning, everybody will ask me, what is your 12 points currently? And I can never tell if I don't have a visual in front of me. So I'm definitely expecting to see stuff before I set myself to disappointment, perhaps.
This disappointment, I think we have lived a lot of disappointments,
A
like
gazillion
back in the
times,
days.
yes, of course.
But as I said in the beginning, the previous week we had the last releases of the last songs that we expected them to be released. And maybe we can start by Azerbaijan, the song by Jiva called Just Go. It was released last Monday, I think.
Yes, actually we missed this one from the previous episode because it was released a few moments after we finished the recording of the episode. So let's now take a dip into this song from Azerbaijan.
Okay, it's a ballad. It's a classical ballad. It's sung by Jiva. Jiva was also in the 3rd place back in 2011 in the internal selection of Azerbaijan.
I think I have mentally the picture in my head, but yeah.
Okay. And she's singing the ballad Just Go, which has been accused of being an AI song.
Yep, I heard.
This,
Really?
yes. A lot of people, mostly on social media, they kind of asked, this song is very much, too perfect, I'd say, too balanced, I'd say, but not in a good way, in a bad way. It doesn't have any creativity behind it, doesn't have anything memorable, I would say. So
Perhaps it's a fair sound that says you remember something. I mean, obviously, because I came with notes, guys. I came with notes. I came prepared. But I feel like this is just the classical ballad that you hear in Eurovision. It sort of like has an undertone of like James Bond vibes if you hear like very closely to it. So I think it's like that familiar sound that perhaps says in our heads it's too perfect to be there. Maybe.
And in my opinion, since it's not memorable enough, then I don't think it stands a chance,
Maybe. Yes, I kind of agree.
And especially in the second semi-final, that it is indeed a bloodbath, like a huge bloodbath. I mean, I cannot find, I can find many different combinations of 10 countries qualifying.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Except for Australia and Denmark, I can't see a sure qualifier from this semi-final. It's gonna be a bloodbath, as you said.
I don't know. Well, okay. For sure, it is a very polished entry. It doesn't remind of Azerbaijan that much, but I'm seriously wondering, why has Azerbaijan stopped being interested in Eurovision and investing in the contest? I don't know why they stopped. Like, they used to be a total powerhouse.
Is it so? Because this year 186 songs were submitted in Azerbaijan. Maybe the selection committee didn't find the right one, or maybe they chose this one because, as you said, it is too perfect.
No, I don't know. I don't think it stands a chance of qualifying. I'm sorry about this.
No, I think I agree with you. And maybe perhaps it's sort of like, some countries when they give it all, and they're just trying very hard for many years to come. It's just at some point they need to take a break and relax and, take a step back and say, we'll send something this year, but perhaps next year we're going to be better. Maybe Azerbaijan went through that phase this year, perhaps.
Yeah. If you think that Greece had the same pattern in the last decade, then yeah, we could see. Anyway, so Azerbaijan is going to perform in the first half of the second semi-final. Best of luck to Jiva, best of luck to the country, and now I think we can move on to Czechia.
Put it away!
Czechia also released their song with Daniel Žižka, and the song is called Crossroads. As we have already said, Daniel is a 23-year-old singer and songwriter, and also an actor from Prague, and he studied musical theatre at the Yaroslav Ježek Conservatory. And now he's currently studying popular singing and composition.
And his song reminds us of Jon Stier's entries. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, yes.
Most probably. Okay, what do you think, Marina, about the song? Did you like it? I mean, can you justify the climb in the odds for Czechia?
For me, yes. But personal preference here, for me, yes. It's one of the songs that I feel like if you close your eyes and just listen to it, you just kind of like being transformed in like some sort of like place into the woods. It brings like a memory for me. I don't know why. I just, the first time that I listened, I sort of like cried a bit, which is not unusual for me. But, that song sort of like brought some kind of memory. And he has an amazing voice. And let's be honest, he's very charismatic, you can tell.
I can see that he has an amazing voice. To me, I don't know if, because it reminds me of Jon Stier's entries, I don't know if I am on the I like it side or I'm still skeptical. I mean, he has a great voice. I've seen Czechia doing very well with some songs that were not as interesting as this one. But I really don't know. I mean, I cannot justify this climb to the odds that they're now in the top 10. But, okay. I mean, I can see it qualifying from the juries only.
Although you know that I'm a true Jon Stier's fan, I tend to agree with Chris on this because I don't know if it's me or if it is the song, but for me it's not memorable. I catch myself closing my eyes and just leaving myself to the music, but after that, after the 3 minutes, I can't really find a connection with the song. And this is all that matters in Eurovision, the 3 minutes performance on stage. And if the televoting audience don't get the catch with the song, maybe they don't pay attention to that in the end. And in such a strong semi-final as the second one, we may see it not getting to the final. And that would be a very unfair result if we talk only about vocal abilities.
Yeah, he's a very good vocalist, that we can tell. And I think that a lot of people will agree, and a lot of people, I think it's an entry that can torn people.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It can go either way. I mean, I would not vote for it, but you would vote for it.
Absolutely, yes. But still, again, it comes back to me saying that let's wait for rehearsal, guys. It might surprise us. You never know.
Let's see. He's a very charismatic person indeed, and I think that Czechia, apart from Mikolas Josef, who is a male artist, hasn't done very well with male artists, have they?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. Perhaps, guys. That's why we don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't qualify with Ben Cristo, they didn't qualify last year with Adonis. Okay, it can go either way. Anyway, Czechia will appear in the first half of the second semi-final, and best of luck to Daniel Žižka with the song Crossroads.
Put it away.
And now let's move to Switzerland with Veronica Fusaro and her song Alice.
So this song, to me, it reminds me one song, and this song reminds me of another song. So, just as we mentioned previously, Czechia, like friend of a friend of a friend, song of a song of a song. Yeah. So, maybe Marina, you can tell us your opinion about Switzerland.
No, please. Before Marina tells us her opinion about this, could you please explain which are these songs of the songs of the songs?
I was about to ask her that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys, I think that Alice, the song is called Alice, first of all. It reminds me of the song I See Red by Everybody Loves an Outlaw, and this song reminds me of Never Tear Us Apart.
Ooh.
So can you see the connection behind those three songs? Like, yeah.
I can come with another idea, and I'm going to surprise people here because my music taste is a bit intricate. But and I would suggest you listen to an Australian artist called Jean Wigmore, and her vibe is totally the same as the song. It's completely the same. So the first thought that came to my mind was that artist, but I will take your words upon it.
Yeah, maybe if you hear Alice and then hear I See Red and then hear Never Tear Us Apart, you will understand that they look so much alike. I don't know.
So, in my opinion, there are 3 excellent songs.
You find it excellent?
Yes.
You like it?
I like it very much. But
I love it as well, guys. Yeah. I'm going to be the black sheep today, I think.
No. We are doing this.
Yeah. Good.
I mean, I like it, but I'm not gonna be the one who's gonna wake up thinking about this song, like, let's say, Finland or Greece or Denmark, for example. I like it to the extent that, okay, I'm gonna listen to it pleasantly.
I find it captivating, again.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. I don't know why. It's just, one of these songs that for some reason to me it's stuck. I can get where you're coming from, but it's one of the songs that I can connect with her voice a lot. So to me, as a listener, if I can connect with the voice, then I will remember it. So it's the vibe and the energy and her energy and for vocals, it's just, they keep me there. So it's one of the things that I really love about her. It's how she became the song, essentially. So it's one of the songs that I will remember for sure.
It has a very nice production also as a song. And maybe we can say a few things about Veronica Fusaro. She is 28 years old. She comes from Thun. And she won the Best Talent Award from the Swiss National Radio SRF3 back in 2016. And I think it was kind of a big milestone. Ever since, she has performed in over 500 concerts. 500 concerts. Wow.
So she's very experienced.
She is. And not only in Switzerland, but also internationally. She has been to Glastonbury, to the Montreux Jazz Festival, to Guntern Festival. I don't know if I pronounced it properly. But she is experienced, and this is good. And maybe that was one of the reasons why she was initially selected also. So, yeah.
I think you can tell that she's experienced, right? I mean, even from the video clip that they produce, it's just her, her energy, her vibe is just there. I think, you can understand her essence. So I think that's why maybe she caught my attention,
What a nice video clip.
What a nice video clip, exactly.
And not only the video clip is going to be nice, because also the staging is going to be very interesting, because the staging director of Switzerland this year is Fredrik Rydman. And you know who Fredrik Rydman is.
Your name sounds familiar.
Exactly. So he staged Heroes for Sweden in 2015, Cha 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 for Finland in 2023, and of course the Code of Switzerland for 2024.
What a CV, right? What a CV.
That's something.
Also, we need to mention that this song, Alice, was released 4 months ago in her latest album. So maybe she didn't write it exclusively for Eurovision, but she thought that it was a very nice song, and why not? Send it to SRF and they will choose it or not.
Yeah. And that was it for Switzerland, I think. Switzerland is also performing in the first half of the second semi-final. In the last episode, we were discussing about the first half of the first semi. Now we're discussing about the first half of the second semi.
What are the odds, guys?
Yeah, exactly. And best of luck to Veronica Fusaro and to her song Alice.
Pot it away.
And now let's move to another song from the first half of the second semi-final.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Goosebumps.
And this is Paloma Rumba by Simón and Armenia.
Paloma Rumba.
Stuck on my head.
Yeah, mine as well. I don't know if I like it or not.
Well, that's the tricky one with this one. It's like stuck on my head, but I don't know if I like it or not. Now I'm on the like it phase.
Yeah,
I don't know.
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I'm gonna be like tomorrow.
Yes, exactly. What about you, Costa? Do you like it?
No, I am in the opposite phase. I don't like it. I believe that I will still not like it until Eurovision.
Yes.
But then, as Simón promised, we will see something very, very interesting on Eurovision stage, and maybe I will pass to another phase.
But did you not identify with him? I mean, he clearly said that could have been an email, and then he caught me there. It's just a phrase that he uses in the song, and I'm like, yes, man, yes, Simon, say it, please. This could have been an email, sir.
And now all the psychological issues that we have from our professional life, they're coming to face. Thank you, Simon, for this.
I didn't say anything.
No. Well, Simon, whose full name is Simon Hovhannisyan, he became known to Eurovision after competing in Armenia's national selection last year with the song I Paparai Bai. He won both the Armenian jury vote and the international jury vote last year, but he finished second overall because he didn't win the public vote. So he was someone that apparently was kind of chosen from the Armenian TV. They saw something in him last year, so now this year they give him the chance.
I think they saw what kind of like cute dancer he is, which is a totally pro for him, I think.
And we also saw a music video which was super interesting with a lot of hints. Iveta Mkuchian appearing right in the beginning, and I was like, is Iveta coming back?
I know, I gasped as well, honestly speaking.
And I saw like everybody then afterwards having the same reaction just as we did. And then we also saw, in some books or something, like post-it notes mentioning Park, mentioning Rosa Linn, all the previous Armenian entries, which is something that, it gives maybe a recognition, let's say, to the previous entries of Armenia.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think so. And, I would like to say, let's go, Simon, and rock this.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to be, justified with our selection.
Yeah, Costa, you want to say something. I see you.
Yeah, I would like to add that if we hadn't seen Akila's video clip for Ferto, this would be the video clip of the year.
But sorry, Armenia, Greece, I think, has the best music video this year.
Oh, we cooked, guys.
Yeah,
I think
we did.
cooked. Sorry.
We did. But yeah, okay, let's come back to Armenia because we have this Paloma Rumba song, which, in my opinion, reminds me a bit of Baby Lasagna's music style. Maybe the instruments and the production also resembles to some songs of Baby Lasagna. So
I think I had the same idea. I kind of agree. Maybe it's production thing that sort of like has us caught up in, by the throat. But again, it's a completely different song, but I can get what you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have listened to one song that is really, really similar to this one. But yes, I must admit that the style is exactly the same.
Yeah. And also one of the songwriters is Rosa Linn of the song. And Rosa Linn, we all know what she did. She didn't perform very well in Eurovision 2022, but the song became a huge hit worldwide. So that's something.
Yeah, that was a snap.
We have props, guys.
We do. And that was, I think, for Armenia. Best of luck to Simón and best of luck to Hayastan. And I think we can move on now and maybe finish with the whole Caucasus region with Georgia, with Bzikebi and the song On Replay. And now we moved on from the first half of the second semi again to the first half of the first semi. Let's have some variety, guys, okay? That's something.
Put it away.
So, Bzikebi, what do you guys think about this?
Marina?
Well, guys, now I was all tearful and happy vibes, but let's see, this is one tricky for me, I feel like. I'm not necessarily in favor. Again, I could potentially be changing my mind, but I like the choreo so far, but I'm not really attached to the song. I can safely say that it's not my cup of tea, honestly.
You know, I had seen this excerpt that they had released a day before the official release of the song, and I really expected something way more bop-ish song. And I didn't get this. I mean, I was left a bit hanging. I was like, oh, that's it. That's the song, actually.
It has that uplifting kind of vibe, cool, but I don't know. I think it stops for me at some point, and it kind of like, I want more, but I don't get more.
For me, it's like the adult version of their entry in Junior Eurovision many ages ago when they won for Georgia. They tried to keep it viral and funny, but still in a more proper way, let's say.
And not too childish, yeah.
Exactly, not to be too childish.
Not childish, maybe children-oriented, because childish might sound a bit bad. But yeah, like let's just say children-oriented.
Yeah, maybe that's better.
Because it doesn't have this thing that you have it in your mind like this zap zap zip 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 zap zap zip zip zip. This is okay. That's for me. It's the best Junior Eurovision song like ever and ever and ever. But I don't know. Yeah. And it's very nostalgic that, for fans who love Junior Eurovision, apart from adult Eurovision, that they are coming back with a very good song. And it's kind of, a moving moment for them. I don't know if we had this with Destiny or with Iru or with Stefania, that they came back from, they came to Eurovision actually, from the Junior Eurovision. But I think that this time it's a bit different because they were that iconic when they won. So now they're trying to be that iconic again, but I don't know if they can succeed on this. With Greece and Finland and Sweden in the same half of the same semi, I don't know how this can go.
Yeah.
So maybe they will get the first spot in the running order just to open the whole contest.
You think? not to Greece and Ferto.
I can easily see Greece or Moldova or even Georgia opening the show.
I think it's a safe song to open it, maybe. But again, maybe it's going to be, one of these songs that we see something different, like with staging, or it could potentially be not. Like, let's wait a bit, maybe.
Best of luck, so to Bzikebi and to the song On Replay and to Georgia. And when it comes to new releases, I think that this is now the moment that we are wrapping up the songs of Eurovision. A round of applause, please. But we also had some new releases last week, one from Ukraine and one from Moldova, because both entries, they revamped their songs. And I think we can start by Moldova, because you both like Moldova, and I think actually the three of us like Moldova. I don't want to fool myself. So Viva Moldova, the video clip.
What a video clip.
Very nice.
Saluti a tutti, let's go.
Yeah.
Moldova is on duty, and whoever had the idea of this video clip was really in duty.
I think this Moldovan identity is being shown like everywhere, and you see, from the ladies that are starring in the music video, even Satoshi himself, he's like more traditional oriented person, and to me that's a very, very nice effort. It's one of the video clips that I will see again and again, because I like this this kind of production, this kind of idea, and whatever they want to transmit to the audience.
Yes, and it was a very nice combination of traditional elements with some modern elements too. So, yeah, it's one of the video clips that you want to watch them all over again.
And let's be honest, if anybody doesn't want to go to Palma de Mallorca after that song, I don't know what you guys doing with your lives.
Guys, go. I've been twice. It's very nice.
I also want to go to Moldova with this song, but yeah.
Priorities first. It's Palma de Mallorca and then Moldova.
We can see that coming. And then we had also Ukraine releasing Rydnim, a revamped version. A bit more enhanced musically, I would say.
Yes, there were fewer changes comparing this to Moldova's revamp, but yes, the music was enhanced in a better way, and also it was more Eurovision oriented, I would say.
And more cultural, let's say, oriented. Because I think they added, some traditional instruments that they add up to the song, and they give us this Ukrainian identity that we'd love to see.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's also like, if you don't have the traditional vibe, it's not Ukraine really. But, she has an amazing voice, like that operatic, higher voice that she has is incredible. But again, I might be a little bit forward here. Is it my favorite from Ukraine? No, it's not.
Mine neither, I would say. And of course, if Jerry Hale with...
Oh my God, goosebumps.
Yeah. If Catharticus was selected, then we would speak totally differently now.
Oh, don't get me started. I was so pumped when I heard this. It was one of the first time in my life that I was so supportive of Ukraine. Don't hate me, guys. I know that you love it as a country. But to me, if they were going with that, we were not even speaking. It was my 12 points from the get-go.
Even before the rehearsals. So
even
this is important.
Before the rehearsals, exactly.
So
I don't know.
You think that Ukraine would be first in the odds and considered among the favorites of Eurovision 2026, or it would be like something Denmark or France struggling to get to the top because Leaking Heighten is undoubtedly the hot favorite of this year?
If we're speaking only for me and I get, blindsided from everywhere, yes, it would be, absolutely there at the top. But I get where you're coming from. Everybody is mad, about Finland. But again, am I going to say it enough times in this podcast? Let's wait for rehearsal, guys. But it was Jerry that we were talking about. Definitely for me, she was going to be at the top.
Well, in my opinion, I think that the Scandinavian countries are not going to change a lot when it comes to the stage presence. I mean, Denmark is ready to be presented like this in the Eurovision stage. Like, I was amazed when I saw Soren in the DMGP. When it comes to Sweden, they're not going to change anything. They will just make it bigger because this is what Sweden does.
Of course, every year.
Yeah. For Finland, I don't know, last year I was hoping that they would change the presentation of Ich komme. They didn't, and I didn't like it, and it costed them, I think.
Yeah.
And this is why they were not placed in the top 5. But this year, I think they presented something way better, something way more atmospheric, and I can see them maybe making it a bit bigger. Okay, when it comes to Norway, he's gonna be a rock star, he's gonna be, I don't know. Well, I really don't know. What do you think, Marina? Which are the songs that have been, let's say, stuck in your head, you think that they will do well, and which songs you think that they are the underdogs or they're gonna fail miserably?
Oh my God, it's the toughest question ever. If we're gonna dissect the semifinals, I think first semifinal it's easier, let's call it, than the second. But definitely Finland is at the top there, stuck on my head, obviously. Moldova, I like Moldova. Sweden, again, that's Sweden is every year. And then I will call it now, Belgium. It's Belgium. It's stuck on my head. I'm sorry. Estonia, and also, obviously Greece. Come on, Inferto. Obviously.
Yeah, do it. But yeah, don't judge her for Belgium. She also lives in Belgium just like we do. So maybe that's a bit of the biased side.
My God, I have been ambushed with that country. Seriously, guys, I like Belgium. Don't kill me. Don't shoot.
No, we won't. And for the second semi?
Second semi, it's insanity. You said it many times, it's a bloodbath. Again, I have my notes, I'm gonna read it, and don't even bother to ask me who I'm gonna leave out. It's Armenia, Bulgaria, it's Czechia, it's Romania, it's Switzerland, it's Albania, it's Cyprus, Australia, and Malta. Okay. Don't even ask me who not to leave behind. I'm not gonna leave anybody behind.
Okay, you left Ukraine, you left Norway. So we have some countries that are, traditionally qualifying to the final that they're not too much of your liking.
Yeah, not this year, yes.
So Marina, except for the countries that you like from the semifinals, what is your opinion about the big 4 countries this year?
And not big 5 because your favorite Spain is missing.
Again, you may not see me, but I'm crying behind the doors.
She did. When it was announced that Spain is withdrawing, she did cry.
Yes, I did. Sid doesn't lie about that. So I think I will safely say that Italy and then France from the big 4 are kind of my favorite so far. And then I do love Austria, guys. It's kind of the song that sort of I had a bit of a tricky first start with it, and then it's sort of it caught up with me. Okay. So I would say Italy, Austria, and then France.
Do you know the choreography of the Italian song in the end?
Kinda.
Have you learned it?
Kinda.
Because for Ferto, you're not there yet.
Oh, do you have anything to say about that?
I can teach you. After the recording, we're gonna do some classes here.
Okay, great. Yes.
Because apart from the podcasters, we're also dancers and singers and all that beautiful stuff. You see.
Yeah, we're Greeks. We do everything perfect, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh God, give me patience.
You like it. That's why we do it together, my dear.
He has to deal with us, guys, every day. So give him a chance. It's fine.
Very good.
Put it away.
And so, Marina, we would like to thank you very much for being here with us. I don't know if you would like to ask something from us.
Yes, I do actually. I kind of heard behind the graveyard that you're kind of traveling somewhere for something.
Well, maybe Kostas would like to say something about where we are going this weekend, where we will be.
As you all know, this weekend the Nordic Eurovision party will take place in Rockfella, in Oslo, and guess who's gonna be there?
We will be there! Another applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Now I'm actually applauding, guys.
Yeah. So we will be there. We will try to show you as many things as we can. We will try to have as many interviews as we can with many artists that you like. You can tune in on all our social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, on TikTok, on Threads. We will be everywhere. We will be uploading everything everywhere. And of course, to listen to the episode, because next week we're coming to the episode with our impressions from the party. What we liked, what we didn't like, if there's anything not to like. Because, okay, Nordic Eurovision party is a top party, and Oslo is an amazing city. So what's not to like in this? And of course, listen to us everywhere, on Spotify, on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, on Amazon Music, wherever you feel like it. Rate our podcasts, and of course, keep up with everything that's going on.
But before we let you go and thank Marina once again, let's have this week's quiz.
Put it away.
So, Marina, we, as you know, have every week a new quiz for our listeners.
Oh, that's news to me.
Would you like to have the honors of announcing the quiz for next week?
Yes, thank you so much for the honor. So, guys, listen up. Bzikebi won the Junior Eurovision Song Contest in 2008 for Georgia with Bzz, a song performed in a made-up language. But do you know which city hosted Junior Eurovision that year?
Can I give a small hint?
No?
I would say no as well.
Okay, I'm not giving anything. You see, I am the good guy here. They are the bad guys there. Okay, thanks. Thank you very much once again, Marina. Marina!
Thank you, guys. Always a pleasure.
And we're looking forward to having you again as a guest in the podcast. And of course, you can find her in all the social media because she will be tagged in all the posts that we will be uploading this week for the episode, and keep up with everything that she's doing apart from what we are doing.
So that's all, folks. The show is over. The points are counted. Until next week, don't forget to...
Put it away.